watch my biological mother's boyfriends wait until she got her welfare check. You know, and would beat her, you know, to give them money so they can go out and do whatever they want to do. And I used to watch how men lived off my mother. And when I see a man today, you follow what I'm saying? You know, just the other day I was standing in a food, you know, at the cash register paying for food. And I'm looking at how brothers today stand in backs like this. You know, with their pants all sagging, looking like they confused as hell. You know, while their lady is at the cash register paying for him to eat. You know, and brothers ain't got no problem with that today. You know, I mean, things have just completely switched around. You know, brothers ain't got no problem taking y'all to work and drive your car all day long with their broke, lazy, hey, glory. You know, and they get an attitude with you. But then what really makes it so bad is y'all keep letting it happen. You know, and when I see stuff like that, man, it does something to me. You know, I mean, one of the most dangerous situations I found myself in when I just got off duty and I was coming home and I saw this brother beating this sister up on the street. Now mind you, it was all completely out of my jurisdiction. Saw this brother beating his sister up on the street, and man, I parked, you know, only thing I didn't have lights on the top of my car, you know. I parked the car, jumped out, left my door wide open in the middle of the street like I was, you know, ran up to the, jumped between them. Brother, don't do that, man, you know. I'm ready to take this brother down if I have to. You know, he's beating up this sister, right? And I mean, he said, man, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, that sister jumped on my back, hit me in the back of my head. Leave my man alone. Leave my man alone. Y'all have no idea what that did to me. I'm trying to protect her. Yeah, she's bleeding and everything, all bloody, and here's somebody coming to her aid, and if she want to join in with him, look at somebody next to you and say, we in trouble. So whoever is listening to what I'm about to say right now, sister, if he even thinks about raising his hand to hit you, leave. There's no excuse for that, y'all. Let me get back to the message here. We must, brothers and sisters, focus on and minister to. Everybody say minister to. Minister to. We must minister to these areas if we are going to change the path that has been designed for our young people by those who don't care about our young people. We got to change the path. Everybody say corporate sponsored crime laws. Corporate sponsored crime laws. Come on, one more time. Corporate sponsored crime laws. Now, what in the world is that? The only people who can make the laws are the legislators. That's what the legislative branch of government does. They are the lawmakers. So then how is it that corporations get involved in the lawmaking process? Over the last 20 years, the prison population in this country has doubled twice. Let me put up another picture for you to look at while I'm saying this. The prison population in this country has doubled twice. Y'all see that graph? Yes. Look at it real good. And this is based on the Prison Policy Initiative, as you see in the lower right-hand corner. United States incarceration rates by race. Now again, this is per 100,000 population. Black people, 393 out of every 100,000 white folk. Latinos, 957 out of 100,000 Latinos. But look at ours. Look. And this is not happenstance. Why is it over 2,500 blacks are incarcerated for every 100,000 blacks? As a result of the prison population, over $50 billion have been made in the corrections industry. Notice what I just said, corrections industry. Y'all know what, y'all? That's more than tobacco sales. And we got some folk who love to smoke. The crackdown on crime has enriched corporations that build prisons or sell products to prisons, prison guard unions, police departments that use what they call budget fattening incentives to pursue criminals in urban America. I say it again, budget fattening incentives to pursue criminals in urban America. There are some entities with vested interests who are working to influence public policy. In other words, helping to keep people locked up longer. Please don't make the mistake. Don't ever make the mistake of thinking that there's anything about the correction system that's about correcting anything. Don't make that mistake. The corrections business must stay in business. They ain't gonna do something in jail to correct your son so they don't come back. They want them to come back. Just talking to somebody, I think earlier this week, telling about what I'm talking about, and they says, ironic you talking about that. My nephew got out of jail what's 2 months before December? October. Out of prison last October. And the first week in December, he was back in prison. Now mind you, he had already been in prison for I think like almost 12 to 13 years. Was out for 2 months, y'all, and was back inside. You know, come on. Every year, the American Correctional Association, write down the website, I'm going to put it up here on the board for you. American Correctional Association. Now, I told you all about Corrections Corporation of America, CCA, right? Y'all check all this stuff out. You have CCA, which is a major money-making entity. Now, here you have what is called the American Correctional Association. Celebrating, can y'all read that? Celebrating more than 135 years of global excellence. 135 years. The American Correctional Association has been in existence. The American, I'm going to read what it says in small print there, because maybe some for those who can't see it. It says, the American Correctional Association is the oldest and largest international correctional association in the world. American, not German. I didn't say South African. I said American. The ACA serves all disciplines within the corrections profession and is dedicated to excellence in every aspect of the field, from professional development and certification to standards and accreditation, from networking and consulting to research and publications, and from conferences to exhibits, technology and testing. ACA is your resource and the worldwide authority in corrections. Now, this is some deep stuff. But when you go to this site, again, it's aca.org. Write it down, please.